Domain expansion. Infinite void.
Heyo! Welcome back once again. This is the Anime Odyssey, where we talk and gush about anime. My name's Christian, and as always, I'm joined by the one and only Dean.
I'm gushing so much right now.
Alright,
Or anime.
that's good.
Yeah. Hi.
Dean, what's been going on,
Yes.
buddy?
Nothing. It's been getting cold, so it's the perfect time to sit down with a fire and watch some anime. And that is what I have been doing.
And
Got my
cozy up.
fireplace going. Yep.
Hell
Cozying
yeah.
up. Got the cats. We go watch. Perfect. It's
What kind of anime do the cats like?
honestly, like I've been rewatching Dragon Ball Z, and they have been looking at it and watching it with me.
Hell yeah.
So I guess that they're kind of into the Dragon Ball Z right now.
There you go.
Probably because I've been yelling at smoking about and trying to turn Super Saiyan, as we all do.
Actively, all the
Yeah.
time.
I still do.
That's right.
I'm like, maybe this one time, maybe this is the moment.
Right. God, that would be so great.
How have you?
How
been?
would it change our life?
Oh, I would be a superhero. I would definitely. I wouldn't be like a Homelander superhero. I would be a good Goku superhero.
Right. Oh yeah, I know, and that's because your personality deep down
Yes.
inside is
Which I
Goku.
still don't agree with, but I like that.
I'm doing okay. Thank you
Good.
for asking.
Yeah.
I'm back at work this week, so that sucks.
Yeah,
But that's how life is.
yeah, we all
And
gotta do it.
I've been decent. I've been playing a little bit of Silent Hill 2
Oh, yeah,
remake.
the remake, yeah. How's that?
It's good.
Good.
It's really good.
I've been hearing good things about it.
Yeah, it's an awesome universe. I hope they make more. I hope it's not just 2. I know Bloober Team is the team behind the remake. That I know they have made it very clear that they want to work on more. So that's cool.
Good.
And the
That's good to
new
hear.
game from them looks awesome.
What's that?
I can't remember what it's called.
Oh,
But it's like a space game. New game by Bloober Team. It's Chronos the New Dawn. And it looks pretty
Chronos.
fucked up. Excuse my language. Gonna have to bleep that one early.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks messed up, but it looks awesome, and I can't wait because I love space, even when it's horror.
I love space too.
Other than that, what else I've been watching? I finished. Where did I start? I don't know. I've been outside of. I gotta make this correction before I forget.
Oh.
So, I didn't get any questions from anybody, but I did get a correction from the last episode.
What's the correction? Who's being corrected? Probably me.
And I am ashamed of myself. It's just the way I've been pronouncing the name of the show.
Yeah. Oh.
I mean, saying Dan to Dan isn't really proper. I guess
Okay.
it's fine, and I do get it. So it's if you're saying it and you want to use the right, like if you're trying to say it as a Japanese name, you'd say Don da Don, like D-A Don.
Don da Don. Okay.
Because the D-A would be Da, because the A sound is A-H.
Okay.
So
Don
Da.
Da da Don.
Yeah. Don.
Don da
Da.
Don.
Don.
Don da Don.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that's my correction. I've been corrected. But that's okay. I'm okay with that. It's fair. Don da Don. We will
Don
be
da Don.
continuing on later in our discussion of Don da Don with episode 2 and 3, because we both watched that.
Mm-hmm.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah. Don.
My throat was like getting very horsey there.
Throating.
Yeah. Yeah, I was getting probably deep throated by a ghost. Just
Oh god.
that's relative to what we're
Yeah.
talking about, almost. I wonder if that's gonna happen in Dawn to Dawn.
Yeah, maybe. It's episode 4.
Speaking of weenies,
Peens.
so yeah, that's all what's going on with me. That's all what's going on with you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get right into some Japanese.
All right. What is the word of the day?
The word of today, it's gonna be konbanwa.
Konbanwa.
Konbanwa. Let me get that up for you.
Konbanwa.
Bada bing. Can you see that?
Yes.
Konbanwa, and it sounds like kon ban wa.
Mm.
You want to say it
Hold
just like that?
Konbanwa.
Yeah.
Konbanwa.
So konbanwa. When you say and that's a greeting for good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
I tip my hat to you.
Yeah, I like that
that.
one.
Konbanwa. A lot easier to say, at least for me, because I even flub up English words.
Yeah, same.
So, konbanwa.
Because English is honestly, it's really weird.
It is weird.
It just doesn't, sometimes I catch myself saying certain words and I'll be like, did I?
Is that right?
Is that a real
is it
word?
Really Dan to Dan?
But that's our Japanese.
Cool.
Clap, 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 clap.
Konbanwa. I like that. Sounds fun to say.
Yeah. Now that we've had our little bit of a learning session, I've got a couple things here.
Okay.
I think I'm going to start off with a cool one. I think it's really cool. So this isn't going to be good for the audio listeners, but it'll be good for you if you watch on YouTube. It's actually going to be kind of hard to see because it's I might be able to blow it up a little bit.
Okay.
But we got some cool tapestry artwork for the new Lord of the Rings anime.
Ooh.
And this was shown off during a panel at New York Comic Con.
Okay. Oh yeah, that did happen recently, didn't it?
Yeah.
Or is it still going? One of those.
Oh no, I think it goes through the weekend.
Oh, okay.
Can you see that?
I can. That looks awesome.
So I think that looks phenomenal.
That looks cool.
And there is a pretty cool making of video that Warner Bros. Has up on their YouTube channel. So if you're interested in this kind of stuff, you can go take a look at that. It's pretty cool. Awesome. And for you audio listeners, I am just showing off that tapestry, and you can find that artwork online if you are interested in seeing it. It's very nice.
It looks really cool.
And it looks very it just looks true to Lord of the Rings, which is awesome.
I like that. I am excited about this because I'm a pretty big Lord of the Rings fan. Like, not knowledgeable, I guess, but like just I like the world.
Yeah.
Of it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
awesome.
It's a great world. And
when does this come out?
Only
December
in theaters,
11th.
December 13th.
Oh yeah, that's right, theaters.
And in IMAX.
Ooh, that would look. Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have an IMAX theater near me. I'll have to go to one.
But I just love what this it just portrays a bunch of events. It's pretty.
Yeah.
And it's all nicely put together. It's awesome. Artists are awesome. That's all I gotta say.
Cool. Awesome.
And from there, I do have one more thing before we get into your stuff.
Okay.
I want to take a little time to go over an article I found on CBR.com.
All right.
The 10 best anime that shaped millennial childhoods.
Hey, that's us.
It's us.
We're millennials.
So I know some of these are going to be, we talked about them a little bit in our top 10s.
Mm-hmm.
But I still want to check it out and discuss it a little bit. I want to see if, just kind of like your thoughts on this
list.
Yeah, on this list.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to start from the top and go down. At number 10, they have Cowboy Bebop.
Oh, okay.
And I know you like that one, right?
I do like that one, and
I mean, we all
more
do.
so because I just recently like finished it, like maybe a month ago.
Yeah.
Oh man, just ah, so it's such a beautiful anime,
Yeah. I
like
mean, it's
story wise, and
yeah. It's
oh,
definitely for our age at the time. I mean, I
mhm,
guess like I at the time I think I was probably I don't know, like 10 or something, give
yeah,
or take. But so it's definitely a more adult themed
yeah,
anime. So
and
maybe
it doesn't
not like if you're, keeping track of these things as a kid, it's probably not the one of the greatest things to watch, but we still did
yes.
it. It was great.
Yeah, and I was gonna say like it didn't really shape me because I didn't watch it until I'm in my 30s and now I finally just finished it.
Yeah, it
So it
holds
didn't
up.
really shape me, but I remember watching like Toonami or whatever and they showed commercials for it or like
Oh, the
that like little
commercials.
snippet where they show all different ones. I'm like, "What's that one?" Like I want and it was Cowboy Bebop and I wanted to watch that one, but like you
Yeah.
said, I think I was at a certain age where like that one was slightly more adult
hmm
than the other ones that I was watching, but
Yeah,
yeah,
and I
no,
can just
like, if I watched
hear
it, it's
Tom
good.
talking about it.
Yes.
And just to touch on Tom for a second, people have been saying I sound like Tom. I
Yeah.
I
You
guess I hear it a little bit.
some words you say that do sound like
Yeah,
that.
but I think it's in like the when my voice gets kind of raspy, I think.
Yes. Yeah.
But that's a good compliment anyways cuz
Say
Tom's cool.
bang.
So I appreciate that compliment.
Say the word bang.
Bang.
Oh, yeah, you do sound like it.
Bang. I don't know if I
Oh, dude, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
At number 9, we've got one of your top 10 is In Yuyasha.
Oh, yeah. Inuyasha. Oh, yep. So I definitely did watch that when I was younger, which I definitely probably shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Because that was definitely slightly more adult, but like
Mhm.
the opening theme.
Yeah, what they touch
Yeah,
on in this article, they're like, it wasn't meant for children, but that didn't
yeah,
stop
no,
children from watching the anime anyway.
absolutely not. And I
Like
know there's like
everything.
yeah, like everything, but
Yeah.
I know there's like a spin-off thing that I haven't watched though. It's it's like I think it's after the events of that. I forget what it's called, but that's also on my list to watch. I don't
Yep.
know when it came out, but yeah, no, Inuyasha is something special.
Yes, I agree. I did enjoy it.
Yeah.
I have to like touch back on it though, because it's
Yeah,
been so
same.
long.
I plan on a rewatch with it.
Yep.
So, but yeah, no, that definitely shaped me into like the more darker stuff, just like Yu Yu Hakusho and all that, which
Yeah.
hopefully is on this list because
Now, for this one, I'm only semi familiar with. Like, I know
okay,
of it, but I think I've only seen a handful of episodes of this. Maybe you've
yeah,
seen a little bit more. It's Card Captor Sakura.
yeah, I love it. Yeah, yeah. All right, yeah. I know I'm a 33-year-old, but like I used to watch it as a kid.
Yeah.
I can't deny it. It was good. It was good. Is this girl has like this magic staff that she goes around and like captures these monsters and puts
Yep.
them in cards because they all got released. And then her friend, I
Yeah,
haven't watched it for a while, but
I
her
do
like little
vaguely remember
tutor.
that.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I thought it was pretty good. I mean, it was definitely more I think for girls,
Yep. That sounds
but
right.
I don't know, like just like Sailor Moon, like I watched that too.
Yeah, I just didn't
Um,
realize how like big of a
Popular it is, yeah, me
yeah.
neither.
I guess it
Um,
had 4 seasons. I didn't really know much about it. I've seen episodes. Don't get me wrong.
mhm,
It's one of those ones that I just don't remember
yeah,
all too well.
yeah, wasn't too
Uh,
bad. I mean, for one like
I might
made
go back and watch
towards
it. Who
girls.
knows?
Yeah,
Because
it's
I
on
kind of
Netflix.
it's on Netflix.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's I want to go back and do like a nostalgia trip of old anime and
do
like
it.
watch some and like maybe visit some that we haven't seen or heard of
Mhm.
that are much
Yeah,
older.
no, that's perfect because that's what I want to do. I just want like old 80s and 90s anime and watch the ones I haven't seen.
Yeah. Then here at number 7, I think I just did 8. Yeah.
Yeah,
7 is Dragon Ball Z,
perfect. I mean, that's the
which is an
epitome.
easy one.
Yeah, I think everyone started with
Yeah.
that at our age. Oh, excuse
Mm-hmm.
me. So, I mean, that everyone knows that. Even my parents know that. Because I mentioned, the narrator guy who passed away recently.
Yeah.
Um, and my
Doc
mom's like, "Who's
Harris.
that?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Oh, remember Dragon Ball Z narrator? Next time on Dragon Ball." And she's like, "Oh, he no." And then like even
No.
she was sad about it because like she grew up with me
Yeah,
watching
probably.
that.
Yeah, exactly.
So Dragon Ball Z is definitely something special.
Hell yeah. I love that. It's like that. I just got to start watching Daima.
I know. I don't know if I want to wait or watch it now.
I'm just trying not to gush about it. Like, get off track here because I will
Yeah.
gush about it again and
I
again
know.
and again.
Because apparently it's good now. Like people were worried about it, and people are saying it's pretty decent. So I
What, Daima?
guess that's good. Yeah,
Yeah, I think I'm gonna. I bet I'm gonna be. I'm just gonna love it all, regardless.
yeah.
All right, number 6. We got
hmm
Sailor Moon.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I mentioned that earlier.
Yeah,
It's
I
good.
can't tell you how much I crushed on these girls when I was a kid.
hmm
Like crushed on these girls when I was like, I was probably around like 10 years old. God,
Yeah. I wanted to be Tuxedo Mask so
right?
bad.
You'd be as freaking handsome and
Yeah.
amazing, and just like, yeah.
And that theme song. Dun, 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 dun. I got my girlfriend a music box of that where she like keeps her jewelry and stuff in.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I just play that sometimes because good tune.
Yeah, but I like Sailor Moon a lot, actually.
Mhm.
The number 5, Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Yep, special place. I still got my cards from the OG
Mm-hmm.
Yu-Gi-Oh set.
That's right. Yeah, this one will always be at least OG Yu-Gi-Oh. I can't really vouch too much for the newer stuff.
Yeah, not the recent stuff, but
Yeah,
I mean
like
like Yu-Gi.
GX. I know a little bit of it, but I
Yeah,
mean, when I think Yu-Gi-Oh, I'm always gonna think just
same.
the
I mean, I
OG.
liked GX. It was, I think that was the one like where it was at the school, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, GX. I think what fell off for me was when they started like integrating like motorcycles in something where they were on
Yeah.
motorcycles, and I'm like, that's not my thing.
Right.
But yeah, no, yeah, for sure. And we got to have a tournament or something.
Oh, that would be I definitely at some point we're gonna do a Duel Masters thing here where
Awesome.
and we'll put that on YouTube. And maybe I'll make that into a video pod for Spotify.
Ooh, cool.
That
Okay.
way they don't miss out on that. But I
Yeah,
think it would be cool if we made our own decks
I
and
would love that.
dueled, but make it kind of like we kind of just, get into character a little bit almost.
Oh, dude, you don't have to worry about me. I will. Seto Kaiba,
I think that would be cool.
the spirit of the cards. I will definitely get into
Right.
that.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
This one is for you. It's Naruto.
Yeah, Naruto for sure. Naruto, big part. Mainly Shippuden because like Naruto. So there's like, if you, I don't know if you know, but there's like stages. There's like Naruto and then Naruto Shippuden.
Yep.
I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. Um, and then I think after that it's Boruto, which I haven't seen.
Right.
But
Boruto's
it-
the newer one, right? Or I don't know
well,
how new,
kind
but
of. Yeah,
most
it's
the
it's
more
it's
recent.
old but newer. Yeah.
Gotcha.
But yeah, no. It taught me a lot of stuff. Friendship, just like every anime, it always teaches you. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. And when you watch it, you'll understand. I bet you'll like Shippuden a lot more because that's when they're a lot older and some like really cool stuff
Yeah.
happens there. But yeah, believe it.
So this next one, this one's big in many people's hearts, and I
Mhm.
just, for me, I don't know why I haven't gotten around to watching it, and it's One Piece.
Yeah, I mean, I've watched it. I am not caught up.
Yeah, there's a lot to watch, and I think
Did I
that's
re-
maybe the main reason I haven't gotten into it yet.
yes,
But
but they're also
people
taking.
love it.
Yeah, no, I highly recommend starting it at least. And they are taking. I think I read a 6 month like break for
Mhm.
the anime, so now's the time to catch up.
Okay.
You have 6 months before anything new happens.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, no,
I don't
that's really
know. Did you watch the live action? Was that any good?
absolutely yes. Even
Okay.
my mom loves it. She's still asking me, have you heard anything about season 2?" I'm like, I don't know. Like they're in production right now, so I don't know.
Yeah.
So if you haven't, people out there, if you haven't seen the live action, because I know Netflix has been kind of with live action anime, One Piece is perfect
Mhm.
because they respect the writer. I'm not sure his name. And like he's part of the production. Like he's there and making sure that everything is perfect with that.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I
I
highly recommend that.
I think the game is there was a game that came out semi recently too that's supposed to be pretty good.
Yeah, I haven't played the game, but I've heard that too.
But yeah, maybe at some point I'll get around to checking this out because
Yeah.
I like the setting for sure.
Honestly, if you watch the live action, it will give you a boost to watch
Yeah,
the
that's probably not a bad
anime
idea actually.
because that's what it did for me. Because I'm like, man, I want to start watching this again because I love the lore and like the world that it's in.
Okay, that's
And
good to know.
Luffy is just, man, he just inspires you, man. Like just like I'm getting my hair standing up. I'm getting chills.
Well, you're making me
He's
want
so
to
cool.
watch it.
Yeah, no, it's good. I definitely recommend that.
All right, that's good to know. All right, on to number 2. We've got
Okay.
one of my faves, and it's Digimon.
Oh, did you love monsters?
Digimon,
Who was
digital
your favorite
monsters.
Digimon?
Yeah, I loved it. Oh, wait, who's my favorite?
Yeah.
I mean, I love Agumon.
Okay, yeah. Classic,
I mean, there's a
classic.
bunch here that I love.
What's that one that turns into that angel dude? He was my favorite. I forget the
That I'm
name,
gonna
so
have to
don't.
dig deep to try to remember it.
Okay, because like, yeah, but Digimon was, oh man. I mean, it wasn't as big for me like Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh, but Digimon was definitely like I wish they had him on some of the streaming services.
So there's a really good visual novel type game that came out
Okay.
that it's called
Oh,
Digimon
me.
Survive.
Yeah, I did look into that. It was a little pricey for me to like,
It If you're okay
but
with visual novel type games, like there is a
I
little
am.
bit of gameplay to it, but it's mostly a visual novel.
Okay.
It's like a little bit. It has a little bit of a darker setting.
Ooh,
It's very very good, and
okay.
the I'm gonna gush about the soundtrack. The soundtrack is so good. I don't want to say anything about it. Yeah, I
Okay.
highly recommend Digimon Survive.
Okay. I know it's on my wish list because I did see that and I'm like, oh, Jesus, G
Digiman.
Gigi
That's
Man.
what my
Um,
like mom would have said. Like
yeah,
Digiman or
you
my
got that
grandma. Oh my god.
Gigi Mans.
Yeah, or like your
Uh,
Pokemans.
yeah, your
That's what my
Pokemans or
grandma used to
my mom used to call Dragon Ball Z like, oh, the yelly guys. I'm like, Mom,
do.
I know they scream a lot, but it's Dragon Ball Z. Come on.
Right.
Um,
Your mom's probably like, one time I heard you in them yelling for like 10 straight minutes.
I'm trying to turn Super Saiyan, Mom.
You don't
Don't
understand,
come
Ma.
in. Don't come in. My tail's out.
Oh god, now I need to go back and I love Digimon.
Yeah.
All right, and last but not least, I mean, this is very I can't not agree with this. It's
Is it Pokemon?
Pokemon. Yeah.
Yep. I knew. I mean, come on. That's what got everyone into this anime because it's
Yeah.
like, oh, what's this cartoon? No, no, it's anime. It's something different. And
Yeah.
like as a kid, you're like, huh? But
Now,
like now we understand.
I don't know if I don't watch any of the newer Pokemon, like the episodes.
Yeah.
But I did see. Have you seen any of it?
The newer ones, yes, I've watched some with my daughter.
So
It- it's still pretty good. I mean, it's definitely a lot more updated for the children nowadays. So
yeah, but I
I'm more of like
do.
OG.
There are some things that I've seen that like genuinely make me sad. Like when I guess Ash leaves at some point, like Ash isn't the protagonist anymore or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Most recently, Ash did leave. Spoiler alert. I mean, it's been 30 years.
Yeah,
Come
it's
on, I knew
fine.
that was coming. But also, like, it's just weird because it took him 30 years to finally like. I think he finally beat the league. I'm not
Yeah,
like caught up or anything, so I take what I say with a grain of salt because
yeah.
I'm not sure, but like this is just what I've heard by ear.
Hmm.
Is that like he finally beat the what is it, the Pokemon League or something
Yeah,
maybe,
he
or
he
got
finally beat the
or
game.
yeah, yeah, essentially, yeah,
Yeah.
and then I think like he's retiring or whatever.
I just remember seeing clips of that, and I was like,
Yeah,
I haven't even been keeping up with it,
yeah,
and they still made me sad just seeing
same,
like the
same.
clip.
Because then they use "I wanna be,"
Yeah.
and it's like don't. I'm about to already cry with that. But I
Right.
don't know like what um like what's I guess season it is. Like cuz I know there's
I mean,
so
there's a
many
lot of seasons.
multiple.
There's like
I just
25 seasons or something like that.
yeah, I just don't know which one it is where it's the last like final season for him cuz I want
Oh,
to
for
watch it.
him.
I want to cuz I
I
want
think
to
it was.
watch it.
I want to say it was kind of recent,
I
like
don't know.
last
I'll have
year or
to
something.
I'll have to look that
Maybe
up
I'm
cuz
wrong.
like now the new one is like I mean, I haven't been really paying attention. It's some girl who like goes to school and then gets a Pokemon. I forget which one. Oh wait, it's that cat. The cat one. Um,
Here, give me
it
1
was like a
second.
grass
Hold
type.
that thought.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
I gotta remember to put my Discord on Do Not Disturb.
Oh right.
All right, continue. Sorry.
I know. No, I know it was that like cat grass type one. I don't know, but
Yeah.
it's definitely a different protagonist. It's not horrible. I mean, it's definitely a lot more for
Probably,
kids,
yeah,
but
easier for, you know, the
yeah, for
younger
them to get
generation to
into
get
it.
into with new characters and things like that.
Yeah, but Pokemon, I don't think is ever gonna end. It's
No,
gonna
it doesn't
always
seem like, and it
be around.
shouldn't, but like it's a money train
Yeah.
that
Oh
never
yeah,
ends.
for
Uh,
sure.
yeah.
Cool.
So that is the list. How do you feel about that list? Do you feel like it's pretty
Yeah,
accurate
I think so. I
for us
mean,
millennials?
with Yu Yu Hakusho, I think should have been on there, but I
I was
feel
gonna
like that's
ask. I
more.
was literally just about to ask that. What would you add to that
Yeah,
list?
I would definitely add Yu Yu Hakusho, but that's more of a personal thing. A lot of people,
Hmm.
honestly, like a lot of people who they don't really know Yu Yu Hakusho, which is surprising.
Hmm.
At least that I've like talked to. They're like, "Oh, what's that?" I'm like, the best anime ever made."
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, for
from
me,
my opinion, yeah.
I gotta add Gundam to the list.
Oh yeah,
Um,
that's right. That's right.
I don't know if I would replace anything. I
Mhm.
mean, I guess I could because I haven't seen them. Like I would put if I had to remove one to add one, I'd probably take out Naruto and put in
Yeah,
Gundam. People are gonna.
that's
I
fair.
hope I get slam dunked for that, but that's only because I haven't seen it, so I can't
Yeah,
have an opinion on
and that's
Naruto.
no, yeah, that's completely fair. And the reason I wouldn't say Gundam is because it was later for me. Like I already
That's right.
was
You did
into
mention that.
anime,
Yeah.
and Gundam, like even though I love like the lore and like the story, and that's why it's like one of my favorite animes. It was later in life that I got into it.
Yeah, I remember you mentioned that
Oh
and when you were
yeah,
doing your top 10.
yeah, but
And I'm trying to think
cool.
if there was anything else that I really, really liked. I mean, there were some odds and ends that I liked when I was younger, like
Hmm.
Escaflowne. Um, I don't know if you've heard of that.
I no, that doesn't ring any
Really
bells.
good.
Was it Escaflowne? What'd you say?
Yeah, Escaflowne.
Oh, okay. It
I'll
sounds like
shoot you a
something to get rid
link.
of my. Okay, sounds like
Like a
something
nasal
I
thing.
yeah, like a nasal thing.
Get Escaflowne and your
Aisle
allergies will go
yeah,
away.
aisle three, Escaflowne.
And then the whatever the side effects are, you just list them
Yeah,
off.
yeah,
Um, yeah. So at some point we're gonna have to do that. I want to plan an episode where we uh touch on older stuff that we haven't seen, and I
perfect.
definitely want to show you some old stuff that I've seen that I miss.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good.
That wasn't like a Toonami type thing.
Yeah, like just random um oldies.
Yep. And a lot of them are just movie format. Some of them aren't, and it'll be good. It'll be a good nostalgia trip
Well, I know there was a
that we'd get murdered
movie.
for back in the day because nostalgia
Yeah.
was was.
That is true.
Yeah, I just remember hearing about that. I was like, people. I can't remember if they. Actually, I don't even want to get into that discussion.
I mean, I do remember in our like anime list that we wrote up on like
That
Google
Google
Doc
sheet?
or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. That there was a movie that I suggested, Demon City Shinjuku, 1993. Like exploring like old movies like that, that's the kind of movies we need to watch because that was a good movie. He basically had a stick and he was fighting demons with it. I mean,
Yeah.
that's awesome. He went to the demon world to fight people with a stick, and I love it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and that's a good idea.
All right, so I think that's good. Let's get into what you have.
Yeah, mine are pretty quick, and they're both about Sparking Zero because I'm obsessed with this game. So the one thing is, Sparking Zero has sold more than 3 million units worldwide in 24 hours after its release, which is amazing, especially for an anime game. You know, because like
Dragon Ball's here, baby.
Yeah, it's back. It's awesome. It's definitely deserving of, you know, its success right now, and I hope it continues to be successful.
Same.
And also like apparently they're nerfing one of the most OP fighters, and in case you don't know who the OP fighter is, it's Yajirobe apparently. So he's being nerfed in case
Out of all
you're
the characters.
playing.
I think I know.
I
think
love
heard about
that. Yeah.
That's
which
good.
I didn't know. I think it's because of he has sensu beans and he literally restores his health if he can. So I think that's why.
Maybe they nerfed that specifically.
Yeah. I just found that a little funny because it's like, of course, Yajirobe. I mean, we all love Yajirobe, but you know, it's just kind of funny that the Bean Daddy is getting nerfed. So that was just my little 2 things, my 2 cents about one of my most favorite games right now that is controlling my life currently. Good. Yeah.
I love to hear it. Now, let's see. Now, Dean's got another little segment for us.
I do. Very quickly.
Yeah.
It's just a guessing one for you.
Let's do it.
All right. I'm going to send you the thing. So there will be, it's kind of like the last time, the 3 like sounds and you have to guess.
Okay.
Or
ready.
like, but so these are different ones. These are animes that I know that you've seen.
Can you do something for me? I did this to you once before. Can you tell me something? I just want to see if you remember.
Oh, hold on, wait. Oh, maybe I can't because it's too long. Oh no. I have Nitro. Hold on.
That's right. I'm putting you on the spot.
No. Oh no.
I need to see if our training's working.
Is it Ganbate?
Yeah.
Is that how it's pronounced?
Ganbate.
Technical issue though. It won't send in Discord.
Oh no.
Because I don't have so maybe I will have to cut it down a little bit, and then maybe we can do it next time. Because I didn't think of that. Because I don't have Nitro.
Can you send it to me on Google Drive real quick?
Yes.
All right, we're good. Dean, tell me what to do.
All right. So you'll have 3 clips, and I'm gonna have you guess what they are from, if you can. So you have help this time because there's still like a video of it, but it's very blurred, so you can't like see it.
So I got the sound and the blurry video.
Yes, and I'm gonna see if you can guess. And there's 3 clips. It'll either be from a TV show or a movie. And I know you've seen these ones because I looked at the list that we have that we've seen. Or not.
Oh God!
Just to make sure. 2 are sub, 1 is dub. So let's see if we can. Yeah, let's see how it goes.
All right, sounds good. I'm gonna hit play now. I love this scene.
You know it. You knew it already.
I want to play that side by side with the English dub actor. That because that's a good fight. It's solo leveling.
Yep, very good. And feel free to guess for listeners too, like before he makes his guess, because like you got it right away. I'm assuming.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to listen to the rest of it. I wasn't sure if it was going to get into the part where he goes crazy.
No, I wanted to not make it too long, and I wanted to make it hard because like once he goes crazy, you might know. So I was like, oh, maybe the before one.
Gotcha.
But good, very good. All right, on to the next one.
All right.
理科の時間じゃねえんだよ。
So I feel like the first sound should give it away if you're really into this movie, but this one is definitely the hardest one.
Honestly, I'm honestly not sure what that was.
It's okay. I purposely made it extremely hard because I feel like that first sound is very iconic for this movie.
Yeah.
Do you want to listen to that sound like at the beginning?
Yeah, let me do it one more time.
So it is a movie. From the 80s.
I don't know if I went far back enough. That sound?
Yeah.
I mean, it does sound familiar.
It's okay if you don't get it, because I purposely made it this hard.
Right. It does sound familiar. What is it?
It's from Akira.
Oh.
That sound is used pretty much through the whole thing.
That's right.
The whole movie.
That's right.
It's okay. I purposely made it that hard. I just feel like that sound was it's iconic enough to maybe draw something. But
gotcha. I was thinking more of the sound. It almost sounded like they like a sheath like hit the ground or something.
Oh,
like
I see. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, no, I haven't seen that in so long. Damn.
I know it's
stumped me.
All right. That's okay. I purposely made it. All right. For the third one.
Sorry, I'm allowed to get them wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Let me see.
Hey, once you lose to me, we'll have to call you the twice defeated queen, won't we?
Come on, it's not like I'm the one who decided to call myself that name. And Kaname's special, so I didn't mind losing. I'm sure my wish will come true if I can be patient. After all, even though he was a total beginner, Kaname completely dominated during our battle. He's the only one capable of that. I knew right away that he was the man of my dreams.
I don't want to hear about your boyfriend, you ditzy bitch!
So, I'm definitely not familiar with the dub.
Okay.
But just luckily, the name.
Mm-hmm. I knew you would get it with the name.
Yeah. Darwin's game. Very
good. Because see, so that's why I picked something with the main character's name in it, because I knew with you and dub, it would be a little bit harder. But
yeah.
Good job.
Actually, I love that anime.
Yeah.
It's very good.
It is a very good one. Good. Yeah.
I love those characters. So
yeah, you did good.
Yay.
Job. You did good.
Clap for me.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, there we go. Now I feel like I did it. All right. So that's all you got?
Yep. Yeah, that's all I got.
Very good. Very good. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
And I appreciate the toughness of it.
Yeah, well, I try not to make them too tough, but
No. I like punishing myself
Okay.
So I'm a glutton for punishment. So it worked out perfect.
Okay, good.
All
I
right.
knew you would get the name though. Like, that's why I'm like, I'll sneak his name in there.
Yeah.
That'll help him. All right, cool.
So that's it for the show. I'm just kidding. We've got more.
Okay, I'm like, wait, what? Even I'm confused.
This is where, just like last week, we're gonna start jumping back in to Don da Don.
Don da Don.
Don da Don. And I'm saying it right this time. Or
Don,
more
Don,
right.
Don.
More right, I should say.
Yeah.
And we watched both episodes 2 and 3. So if you are watching along with us, or you're just watching it in general, and this is the first episode you're listening to, you can join in on the discussion and not be upset by the spoilers we are going to talk about. Because yes, there are going to be spoilers.
We will be taking your bananas.
So, like I said, here we go with the I almost said it, Don to Don episode 2 and 3 discussion.
Yes, Don to Don.
Leave now if you haven't watched any of it and you are planning on it. But hopefully you're watching along with us so you can enjoy the discussion and ask us some questions. Because I didn't get any questions this week and it's disappointing. I wanna interact with you guys. We want to interact with you guys a little bit. If you have any opinions on the show, ask away. If you have any opinions, and when I say show, I mean the anime. But if you have any questions about our show, the Anime Odyssey, ask away. I want to answer your questions on the recording, and let's discuss a little bit, because I know some of you like to. There's people out there who want to discuss a little bit.
Yeah.
So surely you have a question. That's not gonna make me cry.
Yeah, but yeah, be gentle. We're a fun community. Let's just talk about anime. Let's have fun with it.
Yeah. So here we are. Let's talk about it.
All right. So episode 2.
Yeah. How do you want to start it off? Do you want to? So I have a bunch of. I just have like what I really between 2 and 3. I have basically just a few things of what I thought were great.
Well, let's do that, because then I'll bounce off you then, because like I never know how to like start with what I like, because all I can say is like I'm glad like the animation is staying true, like at least for these 3 episodes. Like
what I have, right? That's one of the ones I have. So
looks good.
I'll start off with that then. Animation is a plus.
Yep.
Specifically because of the consistency. And I want to give props to Science Saru, which is the studio that animates the anime, for keeping the animation beautiful and consistent through 3 episodes.
Yeah. Luckily, hopefully they continue to give you money.
Clap for that, because it's still great, and that gives
still
me
amazing.
hope that it's going to stay great throughout the rest of the anime. Oh God.
Okay, sorry.
Oh God.
It needed more claps.
I thought I was about to be like possessed or something.
Is your peen gone?
My peen? Huh?
I will say that like I didn't know she actually took it.
Right? It's hilarious.
I thought that was just how she was just saying it. Like, I'll take that if you suckle.
Yeah, so I'll just because that's I have like a list of funniest moments. Okay, and that's one of them. So
let's go through that. Yeah,
it was Momo telling Okarun that she wants to see if his weenie is really gone, and then him getting embarrassed and seeing that his weenie is really gone.
Yeah. and she wanting to see it. Like, what does it look like that?
Right.
Oh man,
I thought that was funny.
That was funny.
Now, the next uber positive for me is the pacing. I think the pacing of this anime so far is very on point. Like, it's not rushed at all. Yeah. And it doesn't feel too slow. Like, each episode has been very well laid out, and they each have so far had each episode has had a little bit of everything. They've had humor, action, and then just like heartfelt moments. It's had like a little bit of everything, and there's a little bit of story building in each episode, and you're not jumping around like crazy. I think the pacing is great.
I absolutely agree. Like throughout the 3 episodes, like there's enough, like I said, like there's enough action to keep you like, holy crap, that looks awesome. Especially in in episode 2 when he like turns into like badass version of him where he's in control but not of his curse, you know.
Yep.
But also like introducing characters, because now we've introduced in like at the end of episode 2, I think, is the grandma of Momo, who is awesome.
I don't know, and I touch on this too, is I don't know if her name's actually Santa Dodoria.
Yeah.
Or
Santa,
if that's like her stage name.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
But I think just like how they introduce, it's not like, it doesn't feel forced to me, you know, like, oh, now we got a new character. It was like, oh, who's this? And then it's like, oh, she's now a main character. You know what I mean? Like now she's part of this group that
and you saw her, and obviously like you see her in the intro a little bit, and you're like,
so
oh,
you
I wonder who that
expect
is.
it, but also like, I didn't know that was her grandma until it was like, hey, grandma. I'm like, oh, that's a grandma. Interesting. Okay.
But speaking of names, that reminds me, because I wasn't even going to talk about this, was we did, like Okarun. I touched on in the last episode. I was like, well, Crunchyroll says Ken's name is Okarun, so now we know why it's labeled as that. And it's not his actual name, but that's what Momo is going to refer to him as instead of Occult-kun, which I still like better than. I wish she would. I wish she would still call him that. But yeah, she doesn't want to ever say his real name because it makes her feel feelings. So yeah, because she loves Ken Takakura.
Yes,
the actor, not the otaku.
The actor. Yeah. No. But yeah, no, I think the pacing is really well done. Like it keeps you interested into it. There's always an action scene, it seems like, in each episode, which is good.
And for me, like what makes me like a good pacing is when you are in an episode and they go by so fast that you feel like there's no way you could have possibly watched a 20-minute episode.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
That's like that's what really makes me see good pacing, is because it's all just everything you see is great. So far that's what it's been for me.
Yeah, it's been a really good anime experience. Like it's, you know, like there's a lot of animes coming out, and it's for me, it's finding that one that I could sit down and actually like enjoy. You know, where they don't release it like all 25 right away, or you know, just it's nice to do a weekly thing again. You know, like I know they do that with new anime, but I don't know, it's
specifically a Netflix thing though, right? Like they have that binge mentality, which is good, but it can be detrimental too.
Yes,
it doesn't let you to really sit down and enjoy something.
Yeah, no,
because you're kind of rushing it.
Yeah, no, I like the idea of this anime, like and now getting into the 3rd episode, like now they're starting to train and hone their abilities, you know, like starting out. And yeah, no, I'm excited to see that expanded on. So
now my next, I have 3 more uber positives.
Okay.
Next is humor. God.
Yep.
Is this like some anime, they go a little overboard and they really try to like shove it in your face. The timing, the comedic timing in this anime is fantastic. Like I haven't laughed so hard during an anime when other than when Okarun ignites into flames when walking through the gate to Momo's house. That made me burst out laughing so hard, and like for another 5 minutes or so it was just hilarious because the reaction to it, and Momo's reaction to it, and then it was just so funny, and there's just so many moments throughout the first 3 episodes that it keeps happening. It's just very consistent and it's not overbearing, and God, is it the funny moments they're just genuinely funny.
Yeah, I don't usually LOL out loud.
Neither do I, right?
So-
Like I find things funny, but a lot of times it's very like I'm not laughing out loud because I'm watching
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, and this show definitely does that. You're right with like timing, and it's not pushing its comedy at you. It's writing comedy and letting us figure it out. Oh, that's funny. I need to laugh, and then laughing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's not like, hey, this is supposed to be funny. Laugh.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like some shows do. Not even just
They're-
anime, just nowadays
Yeah.
shows are just like
and
that.
And that's just the timing and
Mm.
it's genuine, right? It
Yes.
just feels like they get it.
I agree with that.
Next is dynamic. And in that sense, I mean Momo and Okarun's dynamic. I think they have like a stellar dynamic together, from their
Absolutely.
heartfelt moments to the jabs, the
Yeah.
playful jabs immediately after those moments.
Yes.
And some of that goes into the humor because it's funny, right? But
Yep.
God, I can't wait for the rest of this, for their relationship to continue to grow, and just it's just so good to me. I feel like
and then
I'm getting
and
to
then
that gushing stage.
yeah, no, I agree with that. And then also adding more characters to that dynamic, which
Mm-hmm.
adding the grandma, she also works well with those.
Oh, fantastic!
With the
absolutely
dynamic. So I'm waiting for the cat, because I know there's a cat in the intro and outro.
Lucky cat, yeah.
I want that cat because I know that's going to be my favorite.
That's something I'm gonna start like collecting soon because I'm very interested in the
too.
Lucky Cat.
I'm definitely getting a stuffed animal of that.
Yeah,
I want that. But yeah, no, the dynamic is good. It makes me feel like they work well. At least like in the show, and like
Mhm.
voice actor wise, like at least for me, like my dubbed people are working very well. They're meshing very well.
absolutely.
The guy voice actor who does Tanjiro
Mhm.
from Demon Slayer, which I think he's a phenomenal voice actor. Does
Yeah, I
really
gotta listen
well.
to
Like,
that because
yeah.
I haven't. I've heard good things, and obviously
Yeah.
I've heard that from you a couple times now. So
Yeah.
I definitely want to check it out.
so dynamic wise, like even with voice acting, at least for me, is spot on. I think it's really well done.
Yeah. And now this is last but not least, and this is gonna be a weird one for some
Mhm.
because of how I describe it, but I call it kink unlocked because I now have feelings for a grandma.
Oh,
'Cause
I mean, she is pretty fit for a grandma.
I was
yeah.
like, Jesus, she's a grandma? Because throughout the show, she's talking about her grandma. And I know she's in high school, but she looks like she's in maybe her early 40s, maybe. But like going on early 30s.
Because when she talked about her grandma, I'm thinking the suck my teeth
Yeah,
type
exactly.
of grandma.
I'm, like,
Like
thinking,
who's gonna
an
be a
old,
badass?
nice granny? Like, because
Yeah.
they do that little that flashback in the 1st
Mhm.
episode, and when she's talking about her, and she's obviously like more granny like in that flashback,
Yes.
and that's the kind of the idea that I had of her. But then you find out that it's Momo's, that this lady is Momo's grandma. You're like, oh my god!
Yeah.
And then they're obviously kind of the way that they portray her, and like when she's sitting down watching or laying down, almost kind of.
Oh yeah. And, yep. I know
nicely,
that.
I should say,
Yes.
in watching TV. The one thing I will say, which is kind of funny, is I don't know how the voice acting is for her in dub, but she does this like granny laugh, when she's watching the show, and that was very granny like.
Yeah, what? I think yes, I know what you're talking about. I don't think it was like granny sounding, but it was definitely like an older laugh.
Yeah,
that she was trying to portray. So,
But yeah.
when she entered, she kind of reminded me of what's her name from Jujutsu Kaisen with the nails? Because like when she first was introduced with that, it kind of reminded me of that. Like she kind of reminds me of her now because of
Makima.
that. Yes, because like when she was like fighting the curse at the beginning, or I guess at the end of that episode.
Mhm.
Do you remember that? She was like using nails and like her bat as like her actual like I guess like wand, I guess.
Or not
'cause
Makima. Why did I say Makima? I was thinking of Chainsaw Man recently.
Oh.
That's not what I meant at all.
Yeah, wait, then
I should know her freaking name. This is how I am with
I don't know.
names.
Yeah, that's why I don't know names, but it reminds me of her from Jujutsu Kaisen, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I do get what you're saying. It's Kugisaki.
Okay, yes.
Nobara, yep. She's one of my favorite characters in that, by the way. I love her.
Oh, and Jujutsu Kaisen? Nice.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, those are my massive positives of episode 2 and 3. I thought that was great. So do you have anything you want to add into that?
No. I mean, you've delved into like what I think positive about it. It's just, as long as the animation is like consistent, like it's just, I don't know, it's an overall good anime.
Yeah.
Like just story-wise, the characters are lovable. Like I don't hate a character, I'm not like, oh my god, this character's annoying, Nothing like that. So I think it's gonna be a fun watch.
Right now, at this rate, for me, it's very much a top tier, like S almost S plus tier anime for me.
Yeah. Nice.
And because if I was to rate these 2 episodes, it wouldn't be far off from the first episode. I'd probably maybe lean more towards a 9, like just a slightly lower. Not just because I'm not trying to throw out 10s consistently. Like I want to for this because I love it so much. Maybe I give it a 9.5 again because I'm a cop out.
Yeah.
But this anime so far is one of my favorites, and if it continues to go the way that it's going, it's gonna be one of my all-time favorites.
Yes.
It's definitely gonna be in my top 10 if it continues this way.
How
would you rate it?
Yeah, no,
so
like
far?
Because like I know the first episode I was like 10, and I agree with you where I shouldn't just like do 10 because I want to give it all 10s, but I also want to at the end of like the season I want to give it a like an overall score. So I'd say like 9.5 for both each, just to leave a little bit of wiggle room.
Well, I'll tell you what, I love to hear
it. Good. So I'm gonna start like thinking that way because like I do agree with you, like just 10, like there's got to be some room to like think about it. But
shoot, sorry, was it? Were you gonna touch on anything else there? I didn't want to interrupt
no,
you there, but
no, I was gonna blabble.
No, I do have funny moments. My funniest moments.
Okay,
I want to go over those. I already talked about Okarun igniting into flames, which is still by far, like thinking back on it, is hilarious.
Yes,
and just the way that he lit into flames, it was almost
just immediate.
God, it was so good.
Just immediate, and then tossed into the ditch.
Yeah, and then after like he gets out of the water, this was one of the moments. Momo looks at him, and she just dying of laughter because of she calls
His
it
hair.
a granny perm.
Yeah,
and so good, so funny. We talked about this already earlier as well. Momo wanting to see if Okarun's weenie's really gone.
Yep. And apparently it is.
And it really is.
See, that was funny to me because I thought it was just like her saying like, I'm going to steal your, but well, I guess it's not banana for him. It's for the aliens, but I guess he's a Ken doll now. Which is weird earlier because doesn't he use the bathroom? How's that working?
Right. Oh, yeah, I think he was going number 2.
Oh, well, don't you pee when you poo? Or do you?
Depends. Maybe he's peeing out of his butt now.
Oh God, I'm always afraid.
I mean, depending on what you ate for dinner, maybe you might
be
peeing a little out of your butt. Sorry, that's too much TMI. I'm so sorry. Momo slamming the shrine door shut in his face after finding out he was still alive, but he's just sitting in there chilling, stuffing his face.
Yep.
And he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." It's funny, like. In these situations, he gets super apologetic with her because, like, he's scared that he might have killed her.
Yeah.
And then she just slams the door, starts kicking it.
Are you still alive? Like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, I'm still alive.
That was funny.
Yeah.
And then, Grandma or Santa, poking fun at Momo and saying that she's in love with him. Like, I love that little banter. It's funny.
And she has to be like, no, the actor, not him.
And then on training day, day 1 of training day, when he needs to take a poo really badly, and he's just running around back and forth. And then Momo, having to watch him take a poo.
Yep. Keeping that curse away because she literally has to keep an eye on him.
Yeah, poor Okudun sitting there like dejected a little bit, super embarrassed. It's very degrading. But it was very funny. I thought like those were my funniest moments of episodes 2 and 3. Did you have anything there that stood out to you a lot?
I was gonna mention when she found him that he was alive and then slamming that. So that was what really made me laugh.
Yeah,
I think the most part right there.
Yeah.
So no, I don't have any other. Any moments.
I have a cool little tidbit that I really liked. It was in episode 2. It was excuse me, I'm horsing up a little bit. It was the Ken Takakura posters in Momo's room.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. I did not notice that.
They were very cool. I was like, oh, that's such a neat little touch.
I'll have to rewatch it and see it.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll rewatch with my girlfriend if she wants to continue, because I showed her the first episode.
It makes me wonder a little bit about the author of the original manga. That like maybe the author was a big fan of Ken, and he just wanted to implement him a bit into the manga as like as like a tribute to him
person. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's really cool. I'm kind of curious to know if it's just he just has him in there as a story piece. I don't know.
Yeah.
The sumo alien, the giant one, that fight was awesome.
That was awesome.
It was a great fight. I loved how it was all black and white.
I love that. And I know that's probably like a way to like save some money on like color and stuff.
I don't even know if that's why they did that. I think it's just
I don't think it is either. I'm just saying like, maybe that will help them.
Well, but normally I would argue that, but I think this show's been so stylistically good that I think they were shooting for that as like a style piece.
I agree. No, I absolutely agree. I just wanted to
I get that.
Just to maybe, like if there's workarounds to make everything else look better.
True.
You know what I mean?
True.
But yeah, no, but like when he transforms, like all his stuff is red, but everything else is still black and white. I freaking love that.
Yeah, it was great.
I loved that. It was a really good transformation.
Mm-hmm.
We've lived through animes of transformations, and I think that is actually we should do a list of like our favorite transformations. But I think this will be on my list because I did not expect them to have like that teeth thing.
Yeah,
it kind of reminded me of what's that
from My Hero?
I haven't watched yet. Well, that and also like a combination of is it Tokyo Ghoul? No.
Yeah.
Is it that's what it is?
His
okay,
mask.
like a combination of Deku's mask thing and Tokyo Ghoul's mask.
Well, I was thinking more along the line. He reminds me of just some of the antagonists in My Hero Academia.
Oh, like Hero Killer or whatever.
Yeah, like it had a very villainous vibe to it, and obviously he's funny because it's like. All of a sudden, he's like the opposite of him. He's very
emo.
edgy.
Yeah.
He's like, yo. A lot.
Yo, what a drag.
It was that was funny.
Very Shikamaru.
And he's strong, but only for so long because of his body.
Yeah.
Which is cool. He's OP, but he's, he can't be so
He has
OP
to hurry.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's almost like a Dragon Ball Z fusion. Like you have 30 minutes and then that's it.
Yeah.
So.
And then, and then the other little bit of a fight in the start of the third episode with Grandma and Okudun because of the end, how the second episode ended when he's kind of standing over Momo after he passed out. But that fight, even it was small and short-lived, and obviously, and you get to kind of see how awesome Grandma is. when
Mhm.
she's getting a little bit serious.
And then her bat shoots out of like I guess an ancient like I don't know like a like tree trunk out of it,
Something like that,
so she
yeah.
could draw stuff.
Mhm.
Like that was cool, and it like sinks back
Yeah,
in,
it's
and then
very
she
unique.
uses it to also do the nails. I'm like, that's awesome. That's cool. I like
Mhm.
that.
Oh, and then the scene when Okarun is relieving himself in the bathroom.
Oh, and then
while
Turbo Granny?
when Momo's getting a
Yep.
little bit distracted in conversation, the granny takes that
Mhm.
chance to, kind of hold. I guess like it's almost like I don't know what you would call it.
Like a
but
time
it freezes
stop.
time for everyone except for
Yeah.
Momo.
Whatever Guldo uses from the Ginyu Force.
Yeah, and it
Whatever it's
yeah, they don't know what's happening, but they're being affected still. Like their noses,
Mhm.
like Grandma and Okarun's nose and ears are bleeding.
Yeah.
That moment right there was pretty intense, and I loved that.
It was pretty intense because I'm like, how is Grandma like affected by that? Because like she's got all these like charms and like it's in her own house.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm like, oh, even she's affected. Like this is gonna be a good fight whenever they get
Yeah.
to Turbo Granny.
Granny's like Turbo Granny, not because I know we're using Grandma and Granny, but Turbo
yeah.
Granny is like time to come to the tunnel or else they're screwed.
Yep.
Same with like it's threatening to curse everyone if
That
she
is-
doesn't go.
Yeah.
So I'm
And
looking forward to that. That's gonna be good.
Yeah, I can't wait. That'll be the next episode because the third one ended them going there, taking a train. And he
Yeah.
was like, "Why are we taking a train?"
That God, that was funny. It's like because they didn't want to. It was too far.
Yeah,
So
too far on a bike.
Yeah, he's embarrassed, and then she
funny.
changes in there. Did you watch after the credits?
Oh no, I did. Is
Watch
there
after
something
the credits.
that?
I don't want to say.
Oh,
anything.
okay.
Yeah. It's
Okay,
very
okay.
short, but there's still a little bit more.
Okay. All right,
So
I'll
I'll
have
let
to
you
watch that then. Okay. I didn't know there was something after.
Yeah, it's just funny more than anything.
Okay.
So yeah, I think unless you have anything else you want to say about this this phenomenal show.
Yeah. No, I'm really glad I'm getting into it as much as I am because I needed definitely an anime like this where it's funny, it's enjoyable to watch. It's also makes me be like, holy crap, that was awesome. Like,
Yeah.
it's exactly what I needed, especially for spooky season.
Mm-hmm. And
yeah.
I mean, I know we're watching a great one now,
Mhm.
but I'm hearing that it's not the only great one for this fall season. I'm hearing a lot of good things about other anime that's out right now that started for the fall season. And I know we won't be talking about that right now, but maybe at some point we will.
Okay.
So
Yeah, perfect.
I think that's where we're going to end this episode
Okay.
after a nice discussion.
I love it. Good discussion.
So as always,
want-
what's up?
No, I was just saying we want other people to discuss. So leave comments, nicely.
Yeah.
We'll discuss nice things.
Ask us some questions if you're
Yeah.
listening. Don't be shy. So yeah, as always, thank you for listening. We appreciate you and your support. Or if it's a one-off and you don't like what we got, it's fine. But we do want to have a discussion with you. And we might not be having a discussion with you, but we want to answer your questions so it'll feel like we're having a discussion.
Yeah.
If you have any suggestions, we'd like that as well, because our ears are open and we're open
Absolutely.
to suggestions. That's the name of the show, The Anime Odyssey, so we got to be open, right? It's an adventure for us. It's discovery. It's, a lot of that.
Yeah. We're throwing our fishing net in the ocean of anime, and we want that filled up.
Yeah. So again, thank you for watching, Dean. Thank you so much for joining me as always.
Thank you for having me as always.
Yeah. And once we get into the next episode, which will be more discussion of it'll be episode 4 of Don to Don.
Don to Don. Yes.
Yeah. So we'll see you for that one. And take care of yourselves.
And your bananas.
Keep
Keep them close.
True. All right. Have a good one, everyone.
See ya.